Oh, okay. How many people? How can we see how many people are there? I know.
Okay, let's go. Sorry for the a little bit of a pause. So
Yes, I see.
just if you listen to me, it will be better. Okay. So let me quickly do a definition of wild honey. This is a product you get it direct from the wild because the bees go to the wild to get their nectars and then they come and make the bee. Unlike the commercial one is the bees are being fed. So that is one of the difference. This is a natural source, and that one is more like artificial source of honey. Some of the characteristics of wild honey is you got it's raw and it's unpressed. So because some of this honey that you see on the shop, most of them are pressed and heated. So they can be clear, but they're not giving you what you need. Okay. And most of the time when you see a wild honey mostly they're dark in nature. They're a little bit dark. So don't see it as it's dark. You think that oh it's dirty or something. No, that is the real. But most of the time the clear honey are not really the good ones.
It doesn't mean that it's good one. So
So these are some of the plants, the source of honey, the source of nectar, where our bees get their nectars from. You got plants like acacia, you got plants like eucalyptus. Those are plants you don't find them. It's hardly to find them in so many places. You can only mostly find them in Nigeria. You can find them in the northeastern region of Nigeria because it's vast with thick forests and natural plants. You find them there in Nigeria most of the time. You got honey all over Nigeria, but that one is that's why we call it a treasure, the nation treasure, because that is the only place you can get those type of plants, and that is where our honey is coming from. So that is the source of nectar of our bees. So they go to the wild and they got the nectar and they bring it back. So they can travel all the way to states from some of the states in the northwest, northeast, eastern, northwest, northeast, sorry. You got Taraba State, Bauchi State, Gombe State, Adamawa State, all the way down to Cameroon. So that is where they get their nectars from. So they got their nectars and come back to there. So we, as a company, we don't buy honey in jerrycans. We go direct from the cones and get them. That means direct from where they are producing the honey. We harvest it ourselves and we bring it to the people to buy because that is the best way to get a natural honey from the direct source. A lot of people write it on their honey as an organic, but it doesn't mean that it could be organic. But what is the source? How did they harvest the honey? It's very important. So, and we don't our honey doesn't come
pretty sure
from
that that's you,
bees
yeah?
that are fit.
So
Sorry?
it's you though. Sorry.
Yeah. So those are some of the plants you can see in the display. Can you see the display? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yeah, this is some of the plants that they got their nectars from. Okay, you mostly find them in the northeastern Nigeria. So this this
Mm.
this honey has got a lot of medicinal value. For example, they are rich in nutrients containing vitamin B6, C, and D, minerals, antioxidants, and natural enzymes. Did anybody understand what natural enzymes are? Okay, let me explain. So it's very good in digestion. It helps you in your digestion. And it sometimes it's also improve your skin health as well. Like the Russians during the war, the Second World War, they used to use the bee for healing their wounds as well. So it has a lot of medicinal value. What type of bee honey you get? The best honey you get is the one from the wild. Okay. So it's often used as well. Pharmaceutical company use them as they use them for cough syrup and respiratory. For example, cough syrup and some respiratory issues. You can also use that for as well. So future of Dilshire, wild honey. The most important, what we're trying to do, because in many years, everyone say Nigerian honey is not a good honey. All the time, when you take it anywhere, they tell you it's not a good honey. But we as a company, we're trying to prove that wrong. That's why we have to make sure we carefully pick our bees, honey. So we make sure we're giving out the right product out there so that you won't have any issues or any complaints about the honey we put out there, because we carefully choose where we get our honey from. So sustainability, farm product, farm practice and environmental control. So we also support um, improving the environment in such a way that we don't, because sometimes when we harvest our bee, we try to make it in such a way that we don't really disturb the colony, to try to make them live there. Because also the bees also help the plants as well. It's not just the honey that they get as well. Because once the bee take one pollen to another place, it's transporting and they helping the plants as well. So we try to make sure we don't disperse them to, or we lost them in situation whereby we're trying to get honey. So we also take care of the bee as well to ensure that to ensure long honey production. So now the reason why now in the world everyone is looking for a wild organic bee and honey because of its value and its medicinal purpose. So that it's because to it's very hard to preserve it. So we as a company has taken it to ourselves to make sure that what we have, we don't throw it away, because it's not many places you get. For example, the bees, mostly the bees in you find in Europe, they're all bees that have been fed. So it's it's not easy for them to it's not easy for them to preserve those type of bees. That's why when they got bees like ours, they call them the killer bees, because they are not able to manage them properly like the way we're. So we are trying to preserve that because of the importance and medicinal value of that honey. So
Can
our
I
product
come?
authentication, yeah. When I finish, I'll let you to come through, Shaibu. So our B is approved by NAFDAC, by NCCA, and it's been tested in Europe as well. In fact, when we do the testing, straight away they tell us that this is good for the European market straight away, because it gives us like 100, almost like 100% quality of that honey. So, and we're also okay, Shaibu, you can come in now. Can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay. The floor is yours. You need to unmute. Shaibu, we can't hear you.
Hello. Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, we can
Are you
hear
hearing
you.
me now? Okay. My name is Gadu. I'm speaking from Jos, Nigeria. I'm the MD of the Child Farms. This child farm is incorporated to carry on the business of beekeeping. And so far, quite some progress have made. And the source of our honey, the botanical source of our honey is mainly from trees and shrubs. And the farms is situated in the northeastern Nigeria. The Savannah region right spreads to the Cameroon and some parts of West Africa. Our honey is from the forests of the West Africa and from northeast Nigeria. That's the wild honey, and basically the honey is full of is full of nourishment and good taste. The most dominant plant around the area are acacia, eucalyptus, tacoma, and Pachyia boglastis, that is the locust bean tree, and other wild trees around. Our honey is 100% natural, no additives. And the color of honey, because the color of honey it depends on the source of nectar actually, because it's a multifloral honey, so it comes mostly in amber color or dark in nature. With although from time with a little light honey, but not in a very small quantity. But at most times we get amber color honey. And basically here in the part of Nigeria, there's the northern part of Nigeria, we have two seasons. Basically, we have the rainy season and the dry seasons. And but for the honey flow, we have 4 seasons. So that's the honey flow period, which is and the dead period and we have two honey flow periods. That is from, like now we have a light flow period that is from September to October. We have the dead period from November to February. Then the honey flow, that when the honey are in large quantity, that's from March to June. And the honey is pleasant, and the company has been enjoying a tremendous support from Nigerian regulatory, the food, that's the NAFDAC, we call it the regulatory authority in charge of enforcing the food safety and regulation, which we have. Also, we are bagging our HACCP, that's hazard analysis and critical control point. We run that. Safety is our major point is our backbone, just to have a very quality honey thrown to our customers. And we have a series of food safety policy that spring right from the source of the source of collection, the testing that is done regularly right from the source. And also we undergo staff training, which our team that we work on are always in return with the current dealings in the industry. We have undergone several trainings being organized by European Union for tech-free listing, which our company is part of it. And also we are undergo another training on bee diseases and the pollination service, because bees, without pollination there is no food, and bees are the agent of pollinations. So what we give into the society is pollination, and pollination make food. So we integrate the beekeeping and also other agricultural activities. I want to also putting on record that the Shire Farms is where it is today with the help of Nigeria Export Promotion Council. The Nigeria Export Promotion Council is a government agency responsible for grooming exporters, maybe like in terms of exporters in various fields of endeavor and the Share Farm is also part of it, and they've been instrumental to grooming us up to now and even showcasing us to the world. We are grateful of that. And also we are grateful when the company is also proud to have a team both here in Nigeria and in London that are working assiduously to see that we give in the best and we supply the best high quality honey that which we are doing, and several testimonies have been coming and stringing. So I assure you of giving a continuous flow of honey and product, be it in retail and in large quantities. So I think that is a brief synopsis on the about the company and how we run the business. I don't know whether the London can take from me, Dauda, or Bamboo can take from me, but whatever clarity you want, we can give you. Thank you.
So now it's time for questions. If you have any questions, you can ask. The floor is open.
May I ask a question, please?
Okay.
My name is.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Veronica. I live in London. I want to know about this. The honey. Is it harmful to? I know you said it has a lot of nutrition in it. Is it harmful to diabetic patients? Have you found out?
Yeah, no. Well, I can't say much, but it depends on the level of the diabetic, and also, but honey is a natural antibiotic. Is a natural antibiotics. So but actually, just like any food, there are hazards. It can be biological, it can be physical, and it can be chemical. But for honey, here diabetes, they do take it, but on a control level, on control amount. Sorry, it's because it's from the natural, it's from the wild, so it's medicinal. I can say it's medicinal. I don't think it will have any much effect on the diabetes patient. Yeah.
Okay, so you said it's approved by NAFTA?
Yeah.
So, and they haven't listed any of the illnesses that, can be dangerous. Anyway, you take everything in moderation anyway, so.
The only aspect that I know about is a biological hazard, which mostly it's mostly or affects children, maybe less than children of lesser age, maybe less than 10, but it's not really. They call it Clostridium bacillus or something like that. It causes breathing. It causes children to have difficulty in breathing, in having breath, but not all. But especially it's not. It's of natural. I think most it comes most. Issue like this comes when when at the production stage, when the honey is exposed to hazard around, maybe from the atmosphere and something. But if there is control, queens. It has little effect on that. Sorry.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mm.
Because the volume is on.
Hi, everyone.
Mm.
I just wanted to explain, I think Ibrahim will be able to do that to everybody. I'm always interested how the bees, after they fly out to go and have their nectar, coming back with the queen, is that right? And with the soldiers and everything
The
before
queen
they.
is always.
Can you
Let
explain that to me?
Shaibu explain that.
Shaibu,
Shaibu
can
carry that. Just explain
before they
briefly
produce the real honey,
behaviors.
the behaviors that
Okay.
they.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
You see,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Are you hearing me?
Mhm.
Okay. You see, the biology of the bees. They live. They call them social insects. How they live, how they forage, and the rest. A colony is made up of the queen and the worker bees and the drones. The drones are the male honeybees. The worker bees goes, they are the workers. They go to forage. They collect nectars and pollen from the wild, from the trees and other shrubs and the other plants. So how they do it, they collect, they bring it back to the colony. So basically, a bee can fly 2 to 3 kilometers or even more in search of pollen or nectar. And when they brings it, they have a division of labor thing. The bees that goes to forage are different from the bees that collect the nectar from and they process the nectar. What they do when they collect the nectar, when they collect the nectars from the bees, they process they process it into honey by adding their enzymes. The bees also secrete enzymes. They add their enzyme to the nectar and the water they collect. So when they process, it becomes honey. And honey is a simple sugar normally. It contains glucose and fructose. When the fructose content in the honey is higher, at room temperature, it crystallizes. So, and that doesn't make it not to be a good honey because it's just because of the content, the glucose content. The glucose content is high. That's what makes it crystallize, like sugar and the rest. But if the fructose content is high at room temperature, it remains the same. No matter how long it is, it remains the same. So the 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 nature and also the viscosity. Some honey are very thick, some are light, some are at the medium. So it depends on the source of nectar. So the source of nectar, they have different. They forage in different trees. Some trees will give you a darker color honey and a thicker nectar. Some will give you a lighter honey and like so. That's how the the biology, the behavior of the bees are. So and also the taste of the honey depend on the season also on the because it's not all at different point in time a particular tree forage maybe blossom. So it's not all the time they produce flower at the same time. So sometimes if plant A is in season of blossom season, plant B is not. So but at more at point, so that's what caused the variances in the taste and also the color of honey. So, but being wild honey, but for the wild honey, at most times the ingredient or the constituents are mostly the same at all the seasons. So that's an advantage of wild honey. Wild honey is even good. It's better off for pharmaceutical purposes because of a collection of 1,001 nectar and trees from the trees. So I think that is just the behaviors of bees, and you know, in a lifetime, a bee can only produce one bee can only produce a teaspoon of honey. Though in a colony, a colony can have almost up to 80 between 80 and 100 bees in a colony, a strong colony. So that is just small bee behaviors. Yeah, I think I'd answered that question.
Yeah, but there's still more. Regarding the
Okay.
bees, I think there are different types of bees. And I know that which one is the one that give the venom.
No, actually, no. The venom. All bees have the venom.
Sting. She's talking about the sting.
The stings. So
okay, the sting. You know,
we have
because of
we have the soldiers and we have the stinking one.
Yeah.
So what about the how does that one? Because I know that one doesn't produce honey, but it produces the venom.
Yeah.
Only the queen.
Yeah.
So can we identify them?
You can. You have to go closer.
You see, economically, the bees, the size of bees, they have differ, but it's differ in just they differ in 3 stages. There's the queen. The queen is the largest, the biggest, because she doesn't do any work. They feed her, so she doesn't do her work is just to produce the bees. And the queen and the workers, all the workers are female, but they are unfertile. They are unfertile females, so they don't use. It's only the queen that produce. And they are also the workers. They are the one that they forage. They go out, collect bees, pollinators, and the rest. And they're also soldiers. It's the female bees. They are the soldiers. They are the everything. The male bees, you know how God makes them is I don't know, it's miracles, because the male bees they determine the sex of the bees. The queen determine when she produces the drones. When there is a dead, that's a dead period, that is the dry season. You know, there's no much. If there is no much honey flow or nectar flow, the drones are being chased away or exterminated. But when there is plenty of nectar and flow, the queen, when she produces the drones by the workers, the females, the queen directs the females to produce the drone, but by feeding the larva the pollen and nectar. So if they fill the larva with the pollen and more nectar, or less nectar, they produce drones. But if they produce, if the queen, if the worker feeding the larva with more nectar than the pollen, they become female bees, which are the workers and the rest. So that's how they determine. And she only produces the drones when on the meeting when she wants to meet. That's on the season she wants to meet. That's when she produces the drones. So but most times in the colony, it's only the queen and the female and the workers. That's the female unfertile females. So that's how they are. That's how they operate.
So the male bees.
And the in beekeeping in their lives, honey is the main product.
Yeah, the male ones.
Hello.
Yes, you haven't said anything about the male bees.
You said you did.
Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, the male bees.
Yeah, I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting.
The male bees, she's talking about the male bees. Male. That's
Sorry,
the
sorry,
yeah.
I can't hear you.
Can I say, can you hear me?
Hello.
Oh, it's good. Yeah, network. Can you hear me? Mm, that's why I want to answer. He's gone, you know. We lost him. Can she hear me? Can you hear me? Is she gone?
You
I
mean
think she.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, so the male always the male comes when they're about to meet with the queen.
The queen. Okay.
Yes, produce more bees, yes. But
Okay.
colony is mostly made of female.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how it is.
So the female and the queen, they do more work than the male. The male.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
exactly.
bee colony is mostly the females, not the male are not that. It's
Oh,
only when they want to meet, then the male will come.
okay.
Uh, so if there's a new queen, because you can only have one queen. So
Oh,
if the new queen is coming, yeah, because once you have another queen, the other one needs to go.
okay. In a colony, you have only one queen,
Yeah, it's only one queen.
and she
Yeah.
produces so much bees.
Yeah, she can produce so much eggs, yeah.
Jesus have mercy. Okay, that's good.
Um, can I ask another question regarding the when the queen produce the eggs and all this? So how can we different the wax from the
No. You got the wax. The bee wax come after you have extract the honey. So you see that this thing, this one, that is where you get the wax from.
that is
So
the
when you mash the honey and take it out, when you press it, that's where you get the wax from.
so when this one is called what? Because I can see that
This is a cone.
the cone.
That's why the bees bring all the nectar to put in there.
Because when you have the cone, why do you put it in the calabash in the other part? Because that is the only first time I can see. Can you tell us
Yeah, the reason why is mostly the beehives they use in the north, they use the calabash. Sometimes they use a clay pot, so it depends. But in most cases, the calabash preserve it from that stage before you press it. So that's why they put the calabash is better because it's just like their next. So it's easier for you to do it, and it's protected before. Once you press it into the bottle, it's okay. But when it's there, so that you cannot get moist, it protects you from getting moisture as well because the calabash moisture cannot go into it. It's just like aluminium. You see, like this cover now is aluminium, so moisture don't go into aluminium easily. So that's the reason why you see mostly they use the calabash. It's just a traditional thing anyway. They're used to doing it like that. But because if you look at what they put, the real beehives, the one they brought from Kenya, they call it the Kenyan system. That one it's like a box. It's always used in the box. So calabash and box, they're like the same thing, is it? Yeah. So that's the reason why.
So what did you use to treat the bees? Sometimes the bees are, they're sick sometimes.
In most cases, the bees, the wild bees, they don't really fall sick. It's those bees that have been fed because they feed they are multiflora, so they go different. So they heal themselves. So the one that died. Sometimes there's a colony that gets distinguished. They all die. So they produce a new one again. So yeah. So it's not like the European bee that they always have a way of bringing it. They even feed them. They give them food just like give it to the chicken. The agri chicken and the local chicken, it's like that. So that's the difference. Yeah, any question?
I believe that if you want to have the body cream, that the hair cream, it is the organic one, the natural. Do they mix it or with anything or just
You got all your source from this and from the bee, some of the bee. And you have something in the bee they call the bee jelly. Hmm? So you make the cream from the wax, and you can make this from the wax as well. This is the hair cream. You can make hair cream from the wax. You can make candles from the wax. Unfortunately, we don't have a candle here. You can also make a body cream from the, and this is from the, can you see? Can everybody see?
It's not clear.
No.
It's not clear.
Mm.
during the siege? Yes.
Can you see now? Clear? This is the new product we started doing, the bee cream, body cream, and this one is the, let me see, it's not clear. Okay, now, in the camera. Can you see?
Yes, we can see.
So that is the hair cream, okay? If you want to get a long hair, use this one. It's good for the ladies. Hmm? And you have two types. You see this wax, it looks a little bit clear. You remember when Shaib is even back. You remember when Shaib was explaining, it depends on the nectar. So some of the honey will be a bit clear, some of them will be dark. So depending on the nectar. Can you see? So you can see the difference. For example, you see these two as you see these two as well. Oh, this camera is too small. I have to go back one. You see these two. You can see one is clearer, one is darker. So it depends on the nectar. Okay? Depends on the nectar. Because the plant changes as well with time. So that's why you find, but it doesn't mean that this is not good or that one is bad. They are all the same. Okay? Tribe, you want to go add something?
Yeah, actually, yeah, exactly. You see, in beekeeping, hello, are you hearing?
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. You see, apart from the honey, which is the major bee product, we have other products, byproducts. We have the royal jelly, we have the propolis, we have the
So,
bee pollen, and we also have the wax, the beeswax. The beeswax are formed from the honeycomb. Normally, after we extract the honey, then the wax, you can get the wax maybe by putting the comb on a direct sunlight, to melt and to collect the wax, or to heat the comb so that the wax will be separated from the comb, from residues of the comb. That's how to get the bee wax. So just as he said, some honey, some wax are light, some wax are dark, and some combs are light, some combs are dark. So depending when the bee comb is clear or white, it gives a clear beeswax, and when the honeycomb is dark, you get a dark beeswax. So those are and the beeswax, it's is better than the paraffin wax from petroleum. The beeswax, it's when You know, you can use the beeswax. From beeswax you can get so many things: the candle, the shoe polish, the body cream, cosmetics, lip balm, and so other additives that we don't even know about. But in the even adhesives. In the developed worlds, they use the beeswax in so many things, which we only sell them the raw wax. We don't, but we just knew little about it. But the candle for the candle, you know the you know the advantage for when you have a beeswax candle other than the paraffin wax, the beeswax candle does not spill. It burns, and it also as it burns, it gives this the honey um,
Yeah, I don't know
smell, in the house, and the rest, it won't calm. It's have it calms somebody down, maybe if you're tired, at night or something, if you on it, or it calms the nerves. So those are, and it doesn't have side effect because it's a natural, it's a natural
Pay attention to this one. It's very important.
substance.
Those ones that little bit
So
have
so those are so
arthritis and
that
stuff.
those are the advantage of the beeswax. But the beeswax, you can make several products out of the beeswax. So that's just about the beeswax.
So I've put a picture on the screen. For bamboo, you're asking about the bee, how they look like. So that's how they look like. You see, you got the workers, you got the queen, and you got the drones. So, Shaibu, can you briefly explain to Bambo deeply more about the male? The male, you asked about the male, isn't it? Oh, the stick. Why about the stick?
For the attack,
Okay. She just wants to know because she wants to know about the stick
She wants to know about
stink because
the what?
for people that have arthritis.
Okay, the sting. Okay, the bee, the sting. Yes, bees sting for defense.
Mhm.
They can only sting you when they feel they are being threatened. And just as a sting is painful. But when they sting someone, they secrete their venom. They call it bee venom. And the bee venom on its own is very good for arthritis patients, and it's very medicinal. For it can it's relieve one from arthritis, and it has other antiseptic properties. So, and any bee that sting eventually dies. She doesn't survive. So that's how nature is. That's how nature is. And they sting for defense to
So let me
defend
explain more
themselves
about
and
okay. One second. So once the bee stings, he finish. He's gone. He's dead. He's going to die.
yeah,
So
yeah,
they don't leave when they sting you. So don't
yeah.
feel bad when they sting you because they are going to
Mm.
die. But mostly they do it because of defense.
Yeah.
Defense because they don't want you like they're trying to protect themselves. That's why they sting people.
And
Not
our because
just
of the temperate and because of the temperate region here in the world, our bees are very active, more active than the Europeans because of
very
the
aggressive.
activeness of the bees.
Aggressive.
They are resistant to so many diseases, like the
That's what you
European
know.
bees. There's this particular disease they call it CDD, colony collapse disorder. Colony collapse disorder is a situation that when the bees goes out, they can't find their way back home. They forget their way back home because of the disease. But in Africa, we don't have that. Our bees, because of active, they go, they come. So, so they are very active. They are resistant to disease. And they also produce what they call propolis. This propolis, they produce, it's gotten from also trees, from resins of trees. it provides them with defense from any harmful substance, bees, and also prevent them from hazardous hazardous danger. So, and mostly that's why the propolis is used. It can be used both external and internal. You take it. It can be used, even for cough syrup and for other medicinal purposes. Yeah. And it can also be used external for wound healing and even for cosmetics, because it has this strong antiseptic and antibiotic substance in it. Yeah. So those are that's propolis prevent them from diseases, so many diseases. So because of that nature, then from that based on the research finding, they find out that the propolis is health-wise is very good. So even I even some time ago, I even because our technology, we have not gone we only produce the raw, but we have not gone far in making other medicinal activities that they develop world. So but so that is just some benefits of the venom and also the propolis, and also our bees, they don't get sick. They work throughout their life. Yeah. So that's why that makes our honey more natural, organic, and the rest. Because where what makes it to be more organic, because there's where we collect the bees, there's little activities of because in the wild, so we have little activities of people, maybe activities, maybe in farming, free of chemical, pesticides and the rest. So there is no that activities around. So mostly that what make our honey organic and also nutritional. Over to Mr. Ibrahim.
I just want to put a little video on the activities that they carry out when harvesting the bee. Just give me a few seconds. Let me log into my YouTube.
And can I pump in something? The company also, it's part of, we also operate as a cooperative also. We have about 5,000 beekeepers. We are in collaboration with about 5,000 beekeepers. So meeting quantities will not be a problem for the company when there is need for, when at all times we have stuff here when there is need for that. So we just want to give you assurance that yes, that yeah.
Fantastic. They need to be collaborated. Just put the honey in there a little bit. Okay, I just want to play some videos of some of the activities we do. I don't know if it's going to, I think it will. Let's make it big. Is it free? I'm not eating. Mistake. That don't work. But it's too much. Bambo. Is that going to give a reading? Oh.
So sorry, can I also, okay, should I wait?
Yeah, wait. I just want to upload some of the videos when you people are doing the harvesting. but it's not coming.
Okay, but can somebody contribute now in saying something?
Oh, if anybody have a question, you can ask.
Miss Rachel Obafemi. Yeah, I think she's with us. You know, she has one or two things to say about the company.
Yes, yeah. It's too much. It's not going to give you the truth, you see.
Mr. Obafemi?
So get something to wipe it. I'll do it. Don't worry. Is she there? I don't think she's there.
Mr. Obafemi, are you with us?
It's video.
So you can go ahead.
Something like this.
This place is
Is what?
So this is how the Kenyan system.
No,
Actually,
so
like,
because I was trying to bring them to
so you put them in the well and then the bees go in there and then they do their thing.
Did they give you the books?
Can I ask a question? Did anyone ever imagine that there's going to be a bee farm like that in Nigeria? We've got a lot of these bee farms.
Yes, after the paper.
So you can use like that sunflower. Yes. If it's when the dry season, it blooms. No, strawberry will not. I told him to forget the strawberry.
Okay.
Because strawberry is a creeping plant. But you need I told him to forget it. Now that the Tectona has shedded the seed, sunflower will bloom. So the bees will have something to play with. They're not getting anything. Those are for things. But if they have something they can go to, it will even help the sunflower.
Oh, who is this one?
This is the choice between a disgraced foreign.
I just need to get the video that they did the harvest.
When you open, you place your.
So this is the video where when they came to.
Then the next thing is
Setting up or facing ground.
Yeah, inspecting the farm.
now what I do here, in my own case, is that after using this,
If people think there's not this in Nigeria, we have.
water. What is this?
This is what they go through to get this for you.
Show it to them, please.
Like racing, like gum. They use police to like the entrance, maybe the opening.
That's why anywhere you see organic bee in the shop is very expensive. So they go through a lot to get this bees. It's not as easy as but the commercial one is easy.
You can see that.
You just big a big plant.
They are building
Around, they feed from there, they can go back to they don't go far away. And put water for them to drink. That's it.
That is the bee laboratory.
But you don't get what you need to be honest.
Okay. Now, how do we start? I want to tell you the way I see this eye. The comb here will be malfunction. Yes. What is the meaning of malfunctioning? The combs are not on.
When I finish,
I know. You don't know. Why? It's what we just discussed between the class yesterday. Why? Why is it? The arrangement of space. Yeah.
It has a wider.
okay. The difference between this and Manuka. The only difference you need to taste the two honey like that. You tell yourself. If you're spending too much,
The size of the top.
good for me to kill their market.
Leave it.
But just test this one and test that one, then you decide.
The bee's face too.
Yeah, it's expensive because
What else?
of the tariff and stuff like that. We managed to get our own cheaper because it's easier. You know, some that one, East Africa.
And
So from East Africa to bring product all the way here is very expensive. Why Nigeria is just shortcut behind their back door. So they don't want to improve our, I don't know why.
Okay.
Because if Nigeria is going to produce honey, they're going to produce it in mass because we got the land, got the forest. And yeah, most of the time, the Nigerian honey has really failed in the market. So just like I'm saying between the cherry cans, the cherry can honey and the one that is got direct from the combs. So that's the difference. So if they just give you honey, they sell it. What do people do? They put adulterate, they mix it with sugar.
As they keep their space in the white, is the way they
Yeah.
here.
So we're trying to change that.
Doing the husbandry or not. So where do we start?
Okay.
We want to start from
Okay.
the empty
That's
bars. We go.
So that's why our honey is just best, because you get it direct from the cone where the bees are. We go and harvest it from there. So when we harvest it from there, you know that there's not anything mixed, there's not anything. So we know what we're getting. So it's not like we buy it from someone. No, we don't buy our honey from anybody. We go and get it, harvest it ourselves. So we got a association of beekeepers that we work with, right? That we work together. So we all work together. We know what we are bringing out. So it's always the quality. So that's the difference between us and them. Together with the DJ.
Hello.
Hello.
Richard.
We talk to Rachel.
Hello, all.
Rachel, you want to say something?
Oh, yes. Good
Go
afternoon.
ahead. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I was struggling with my device. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's been a good. I've been following since the commencement. My name is Rachel, and I just want to give a third-party testimonial. It's been like from the company itself, hearing from the company and all that. He mentioned while the Mr. Shaibu was talking, he mentioned the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, and I'm resident in the UK now, but before I came over to the UK, I worked with the Nigerian Export Promotion Council there in Jos for about 12 years. And so I know Mr. Shaibu very well. And I know Dilshai Honey as a stakeholder and as a consumer. So I just want to testify that indeed Dilshai Honey is good. I've not spoken to Mr. Shaibu in probably 5 years or so. So I just got his WhatsApp message about this and I was excited because I remember that he's been very, very dutiful in production. I've been to the farm. What we do in NEPC, like he said, that's the Nigerian Export Promotion Council, is to facilitate, to help growing companies with export potentials, to facilitate their products to export standards in terms of quality and quantity. And for Jos, Dilshai production has been one of our top as at then before I left, and I'm sure it's still same now, has been doing very well. So I can assure you that in terms of quality, Dilshai Honey is top. We have visited, I have joined the team to visit at least twice, visit his farm. So when I was looking at the videos now, it was kind of nostalgic for me. I was missing home because, it reminded me of a whole lot of things. So it's organic. I can tell you that I have tested it a couple of times. I had the privilege of being supplied by the MD himself. So it's good, it's different. That was one of the things I missed when I came here, getting a good honey. And so when I heard that this was coming, it was a good one for me because I knew the search was over. if you test it, you understand. I really would not know how to market it, but from the taste and from the results in the body, you know that it's not mixed. You know, one of our participants was asking if it was good for diabetic patients. Most times they will want diabetic patients because of the mixtures. Many people go to mix it just for the money benefits, and it becomes harmful. But this is organic to a very large extent. So if it's taken in moderation, I doubt that it will have any effect. So I just want to say kudos to the organizers and Mr. Shaibu. Well done. I'm hopeful that this will get a good landing in the UK. So well done. We're still on. If there's any other thing, I'll be contributing as we go. Thank you.
Yeah. Something like this, new program news. Remove those other. You see those videos on the side. Remove those videos on the side. I don't want to play this. This one. She finished talking. Okay. Just a quick video on. We never knew that it was the video. Yeah, it's what they. The bees love it a lot. It's a very short video. Got this thing. Let me just close this thing. So Shaibu gone.
Let me drink.
So anybody has a question, or I think we should just round up. Hello. They're all mute. Can they hear me?
Harper Williams with a
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, apologies I'm late, but I came in late. But I'm wondering if you've discussed the price already, or you're still going to share that.
Sorry, are you coming as a distributor?
Yes, please.
Okay, then you need to fill in a form. We need to have a discussion with you separate. I think that will be better.
Okay, what if I'm not coming in as a distributor?
You can only get it today as a promotional. And that's it. Apart from today, you can't get it from us anymore. You can only get it from the distributors.
So how much is it if I'm getting it today? How much is it if I'm getting it today?
You have to be here.
I can send someone. Is that why you don't want to tell me the price? I can send someone.
We can't see it on the line, please. Sorry about that.
Because we're online, because we don't want to, with the distributors here.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Because we're in YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll finish about 30 minutes.
We'll finish about 30 minutes, then you can give us a call and then
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you.
You're welcome. Stop having testing. Too many here. Where is that?
So before they give you, so I'll say this.
We need this. Hold on. Somebody want to check my state. I just want to do a quick test between that beat. If you open, I hope I'm not on this one. You broke bottom.
Keep something on the screen. 5 pixels.
I'll put the bottom on the screen. See the way this one drops so easily.
Shoot, those in.
So this is look at it like that. It's 0.2. No, about him. You know this. You have to be tomorrow. It's too much. I'm not gonna get it really clean and dry here. You have to be clear, but the easiest way to know each other. This one they got there, this one I don't want. Give me one of these. Water. For my food. Put that account. So one of the easiest way to know what's if you're buying dish or honey, put it on the light and look. If you can see through, it's not our honey. Maybe somebody else adulterated. But if it's our honey, you can never see through. So that's one of the easiest way to test it. The easiest way to see what you're buying, because people can really sometimes do something fake, do a fake one. So if you get our honey, anytime you get the delicious honey, put it on the lights and look through. If you can see through, then you have to ask a question, and then you can call our distributors or get in touch with us. That means that something is wrong. But if you can see the way I'm raising it up, if you have anytime you have the honey, anytime you have the honey, anytime you have the honey, you need to look through. If it goes through, you see the light through, you can see through the honey, it's not our honey. But if you cannot see through, that means it's our honey. So that's the easiest way to know. So if you have any issue with the honey, you need to contact us and tell us so that we can follow it up. Any question? Pastor, you don't have question?
To me, no question.
Okay.
I have a sample with me. You want to look through as you suggested.
So did you see through the honey?
At all.
Okay, that's our honey then.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So far, how do you think about it? How is the taste?
It is very okay. It's more organic than I think. It shows that
Okay.
there's a real blend of organic material from the farm direct.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone has a question?
What will be back on this on direct? It's very
No question, no question, no question.
and it's very organic. He's supposed to join. There's a deputy director in ABDA. We want to join together to do this.
Deputy director, nothing. Type my email address there. So in case you have any question or any queries or you want to be a distributor, you can email us. I'm going to put the email out there. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Flyer.
You see, good thick. Very thick. It's very thick. Very difficult. Compare to what you say other people selling. It's very thick. The property is complete.
Shit, it's not coming. Seven, 4, 4, 7, 8, 9, 4, 6, 4. Babu, tell me your number. Babu, your number. 0758 079 5 7 4 9 B. This mouse, you should throw it away. No good. So I'll put the email address underneath, where the account details is. If you need to call or you need to contact us, just email that email address and then we get back to you. Or call those 2 numbers.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It's not what? Oh, let me put it in black. Why did it even come like it was in black? Oh, as a link there. It's clear now. Oh, thank you. Gmail. This laptop is not like my one. I think it's called Gmail. It's okay. Everybody has got the email address. You got it on the flyers, though. You can check on the flyers. The email